Welcome back to Care for the Common Game. Today we're going to go through another box from the Super Collection that I bought when that LGS closed, and I'm really excited about this one. It's just labeled old cards. It's not in a normal card box. Stuff is just thrown in there. You can see how deep this thing is. Some of these cards are sleeves, some of them are not. I have no clue. So we're going to go through it. And as we go through it, we're going to put it in a real card box. And see what there is in this thing. So, let's go. Where do you start? Alright, so we have got just some random... That is a Peregrine Drake. Sadly, oh wait. That's a foil Peregrine Drake. That makes a difference, doesn't it? So we'll start a stack there. These things are... The hard guards are also hard to get. I use them as divider. Song of the Damned. We're going to try to, there we go, increase that focus a little bit. I'm not going to mess with taking them out of the sleeve. Wildly O2, Ego Erasure, Rotting Rats. Banner, Soul Tie Banner. Some islands. Yeah, I highly recommend don't store these this way. But I mean, Craft Contrition. There's a Revised Plains. I don't think Revised Plains is going to get there. This is what the original fetches look like from Mirage. Now, here's a good thing to note. You notice how the floodplain is way darker than the Mountain Valley? They had stuff back then that was dark printed. And that is a dark printed floodplain. We're going to pull those out because I use those on occasion. Creeping Chill is a decent card. There's a Rakdos Signet. I'm always looking for signets. 2-mana rocks, you know. Like I said, I have no clue how long this is going to take us to go through, and I'm pretty sure this big 4-row box here is not going to be big enough. We got here some tokens. What's that? A foil Khans of Tarkir Opulent Palace. I definitely use the Tri-Lands. Especially if they're shiny, because, well, y'all know me. Highland Lake, bunch of land. That's a Praetor's Council. Okay. Ryle. Ooh, I like Mobilize, especially the Portal Mobilize. Blighted Agent is not bad. Infect and Unblockable. Let's grab a stack here. Deceiver Exarch is a heck of a card. I'm going to pull that out because I don't think I have one in that set binder for Take the Crown. Feed the Clan. Ethereal Haze. OG Shocks. This is just all over the map here, isn't it? Siegecraft, Aerostorm, Queen of Elves. Hey, there's a signet. Bluster Squall. Bluster Squall. I want to pull those out because I kind of like the idea of tapping all your opponent's stuff. Okay, Songs of the Damned, by the way, is a great card. Don't know if it's worth anything, but I know it's a good card. We are pulling out this revised Dark Ritual. That is a beautiful revised Dark Ritual as well. Balustrade Spy, Terramorphic Evolving. Have plenty of those for the time being. This looks like a deck. That's a Landfall deck, wasn't it? There's a Plated Geopede, an Adventuring Gear, some Terramorphics and Evolving. Somebody had a Landfall deck. I'll bet this is like just bulk cards that somebody brought in and just never got. That's a Trove of Temptation. And a Beast Within. That's nice. That's what I'm betting it is that it's just something that somebody came in, sold to him, and it just never got gone through. That's what it looks like. Which makes for a interesting video, I guess, if not long. There's another Adventuring Gear. I'm going to pull that island out because that was Onslaught. That's a Throne of Geth. Another good. But original Hymn to Turok. Playing with Cruel Revival lately. There will be a deck coming up I'm sure y'all will see. Or, depending on my weird release schedule, you may have already seen it. Sprite. Grazing Kelpie. Why are these in hard guards? Well, we're going to take them out of the hard guards at least. Briar Bridge Patrol. Mardu Woe Reaper. I think I may have got my money back in just hard guards. That's an original Brainstorm. Now, it is creased. You know, I mean, it has seen better days. But you know what? It still does Brainstorm things. The Familiars are not bad. Faithless Lootings. I'll pull some of them out. It seems like I'm always looking for... That's a Gitaxian Probe. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's two Gitaxian Probes. Yeah, Ancient Strings is cool, but it's two Gitaxian Probes. My swamp box is getting low. Too many mono black decks, I guess. Siren, Fang Coast, Farbach, another Hymn to Turok, Brainstorm, Antarchist, Pepper Smoke. Wow, yet another. Now that Brainstorm doesn't look bad. Not to be Ice Age anyway. We didn't play a whole lot of sleeves back then. Deck protectors, as it were, wasn't really a thing. Sinister Sabotage, New Benalia, Morningstar. That's a Dimir House Guard. So a couple of them kind of quasi works as a tutor for a 4-mana card. If your win con is 4 mana and you need to get it, only thing is, in black, you probably got other tutor options, I mean, weird random sleeves, we'll trash those. Abomination of, more random sleeves. Dragon Servants, Colony Gardens. I think I've just about given up on making sure they're all right side up, cast down. It's the Pretty Waste. Strategic Plan. Bacon Sleeves. Bacon. Even Cars Justice. That's a Ghostly Prison from Plane Chase. Free Wind Equinox. Deadly Wreckage. See, the refuges were one of the first tap lands, and I've been out of those for a while. Dragon Blood. Battle Hymn. Yeah, not bad if you're doing a thing. Eaten by spiders. Okay, so I tried to give up on making them all upside or right side up. There's a Racto Signet and a Terramorphic Expanse. I'll take that Terramorphic even though I don't really need it, but I don't have that version. I don't think, the Double Masters, because I only bought one pack of Double Masters. There's a Zephyr Falcon. More House Guards. Unstable Mutations. Boy, if that ever gets there, I mean, I guess it is revised, so anything's possible. Another Brainstorm. Another 3 Brainstorms. And that makes the playset. Vertigo. What the heck was this? Birds? Zephyr Falcon, Sky Shroud Falcon, Bay Falcon. That look like birds. Look like a bird deck. Face Vaulter. Some of those names in the Lorwyn era was quite humorous. I kind of like the humorous side of things, but not like two, you know. Not like unlevels or whatever, but yeah. Let's ditch these random sleeves. Those are empty. Watchwolf, man, that used to be a card. And it was in the standard. Scarred Rage Pits. I like it because not just a +1, but it gives trample as well. So there's Drift of Phantasms. That goes and gets your copy enchantment. That's what I used it for forever. Shrieking Drake. I'll play with that. Dizzy Spell. Is this a Pauper deck? Kind of looks like a Pauper deck, doesn't it? See the rest of it here. Quicksand, Land Grant, Drowner Initiate, Mind Sculpt, Dream Twist. Yeah, this looks like the remnants of a Pauper deck there. That may be what most of this is, because now that I think about it, I look at Unstable Mutation and stuff there. Now, well, that's uncommon, so shoots that theory. Howling Fury. I'm going to pull that out just because it's starter, and I don't have one in the binder yet. There was a point in time where I was like trying to get one version of every card, and I was just, after a while, I was like, you know what? No. We are right in the middle of. Is Yer on the? I don't know, but I know I don't have a whole lot of them. In the middle of the premium era of Magic. I don't know if it'll last or whatever. Not my forte. Trying to read the future, but there's a Dwarven Recruiter. It used to be something. I don't know if it's something now, but it sure used to be. Hey, there's See the Synod. That's not a bad card. Typically, if you're playing Artifacts Matter, you probably are thinking about blue anyway. Nest of Scarabs is in the sleeve upside down. Okay. But I love that art for Diabolic Tutor. Somebody sleeved the deck upside down. I guess that's a thing I never thought about doing. And the rest of that Pauper deck, it looks like. That's a Tolarian Winds. I play that card, so we'll take it out. Crozen War Chief. That's a... Now, that's misinformation. That is a beautifully mint card right there. Prismatic Lace, also nice. And this looks like black-white vampires, huh? Legion Lieutenant. Archetypal Courage. But yeah, back to the thing. Once the channel became my main focus, well, I say the channel, the quest became the main focus. I said, you know what, I'm more of a deck builder than I am a collector, so owning one of each card that half of which I'll never play with just seemed unfeasible at the time, and it kind of still does. But so far, nothing super big. That Praetor's Council was kind of nice. There's a Boros Signet. There again, I didn't buy any of those Modern Masters things, so... I don't really do the Masters Edition for the most part, mainly because I need to save my Magic fundage for new cards that have new commanders in them. And that's why I say I skipped. Yeah. A lot of, like, Double Masters. Y'all saw the one pack that I bought because I opened it. But so Mortify, play the heck out of that in any deck where it's legal. Yeah, this 4-row is not going to be big enough because we are just about... That's a Spike Cannibal and a Phyrexian Walker, and those are both in great condition. Sleeves. Ice Age Plains. I mean, it's not nothing. Elfan Palace. But Sprouting Vines. Ah, I wanted that so bad to be good. I guess in the right deck it is. A couple Vivid Lands. I mean, I mainly use the Vivid Lands for the 2-color decks that don't like... So Wayfarer's Bauble. I know I'll pass to Fertilid, but Oblivion Ring. That Soul Snare is not bad. Enchantment decks like it. Cryptic Annelid. Draw 6. Steal the Godhead. That's nice. Well, the foils of those things are insane. But yeah, Time's Power Remastered, of course, the last thing, that's a Homing Sliver and a Virulent Sliver. Those are decent cards. Time's Power Remastered, I did buy a box and just put it up because it seemed like the smart thing to do. Figure I may look at it again in a couple of years and see. Leave no trace. I love Radiance is an ability that a lot of people don't appreciate or maybe not even know about because it was just in the first Ravnica block. Radiance was the red-white ability, the Boros ability. It does a thing like this: destroy target enchantment and each other enchantment that shares a color with it. It was not widely received, but that ability is pretty good. think they pretty much retooled it and called it Overload. Yeah, bunch of cars. Goblin Grenade. Hordling Outburst I play a ton of when I play Goblin tokens. And look at that. There's the Goblin tokens to go with it. Battle Squadron. This was a dual deck. Number of creatures you control. Save that because there's not many flying goblins. Goblin Ringleaders. That might be a thing. Throw these mountains in the mountain box. Morningtide stuff, huh? We're going to Lord of the Rings next year. Is our tree folk? I mean, elves have been getting a lot of love recently, so elf stuff is just rampant growth. Is tree folk stuff going to be in demand? You know, because of the Ints, Condemn, Battle Mastery, decent. Griffin Guide, pretty good. Another Condemn. So, I don't know. I've occupies a lot of my mental's time with are we going to need Gas Blessing? Sweet. Yeah, it's Gas Blessing, Chris. He got milled out the other night. But are we going to need like those staples of just random stuff that is it Signet, Gruul, Signet, Celestia, Simic, Charcoal Diamond? Okay. For all of that. More Hymn to Turox. I'm telling you, I think I need to pull those Blighted Agents out. Pyretic Ritual I use, Empty the Warrens. Those are Chain Lightnings, and Ponders, and Gitaxian Probes, and Ponder. Okay. Ooh, Goblin War Drums. I ran out of Goblin War Drums a long time ago. Essentially Menace. Gives your team. That's a Vapor Snag. Lightning Strikes. There's a foil I see down in there. Huh. Quill Spike. If you got the elf. I made the mistake of building that deck on Magic Online way back then when it was standard and ooh, 1,000,000 clicks to cycle through an infinite combo. My opponent was like, okay, do it. I was like, oh, built to last foil. Another Mortify. Yep. There's a bunch of random cards in here, isn't there? I mean, it's all over. And this box is pretty deep. The other Oriflame. That's a funny story. Yeah, I really don't think that this box is going to be big enough. I know Overrun is too good for draft tables. I don't think Overcome is good enough. Maybe we're spoiled to the level of Overrun. But, I mean, if you're ever drafting Savage Ventmaw, if you're ever drafting a set that has Overrun in it, and you open an Overrun in your pack 1, it's just as simple as drafting every green creature after that. I mean, why do I not remember that card? Pull it out. If I don't remember it, I probably don't have it in the binder. And there may come a day where I need just that card for a deck. I'm pulling out Savage Ventmaws because I like to use them. Okay, make sure there's no cards in any of these sleeves. This looks like a deck list. Yeah. Civic Wayfinder. Put it in your hand. I just wanted to put it into play. Sky Sweepers. What is this, Ravnica era now? This looks like a whole bunch of original Ravnica. Maybe we'll stumble across some shocks in here, you think? Probably not. Skizmotivate. Original Manowar from Visions. LP, but you know. Hey, there's an Overrun. Always need me some Overruns. Cheap of the Foundry's not bad. I don't know if I need it for the Origins binder, but we'll see. Whoa. I've been needing some Rancors. That's, what, 2 originals and 3 reprints? Rancor is a thing. It's probably more about the 1 mana giving it trample than the +2. And the, you know, it comes back thing. Windrider Eel is full, you know I'm taking that out. Kiljoran Home Guard. Man, I bought so much Alliances. So much Alliances. Condemns and Celestial Purges. Spirit Mantle. Protection from creatures. Pretty sweet. Doomblade. Play with that. Ghastly Demise. Random add card. We'll pitch just to save that little bit of space in the box. Peerless Research. Draw 2 cards and sack a permanent. It's great if that permanent is the blue enchantment you want to sacrifice. This is Cold Snap era now? Okay. I think just about anything that was anything from Cold Snap was rare. Man, if you ever drafted Cold Snap, you just go with the surging whatevers, and it was crazy. The soldier, the little surging soldier, which was the one that I saw happen a lot. Drafting. Man, y'all remember that? It's like getting in the Wayback Machine. I guess you can still draft digitally. Archetype of Finality. That's a good one. It's a Gorgon. Sanglomancy I like to use in mono black. It's one of those cards I'm probably not responsible enough to play with. See, every time I get to where I've almost got my sorting trays emptied into the binders, I do this, and and I've got to sort out all that stuff that I just went through. Empty sleeves. Angelic Renewal. Clue Stones, I mean. Was all the good stuff there on top? Is that how this worked? I guess to try to get the Elvish Vanguard's decent in like hardcore elf decks. We'll pull it out. 'Cause why not, right? Rouge, Coalition Honor Guard, White Main Lines. It seemed like I was looking for a white main line and didn't have one, so I'm going to pull that one out. Kanagawa era? Okay. Baul Urchin thing? No. I've noticed through this entire collection there's a lot of non-English. Lot. Well, I mean, when I say that makes it sound like it's a bunch, or, oh, you know. But more than I have purchased. I purchased a few spotty boxes here and there over the years of non-English, but it was kind of never planned. It was just like an opportunity thing. I went somewhere, they had one, and I was like, yeah, why not? It's one of my Howl the Night pack. I've got plenty, though. Don't think I have plenty of Shadowmoor, though. But the biggest non-English thing I've had was a Mox Diamond. I had it forever. It was worth about $25-30, you know, way back. And my cousin, and patron of the channel, I might add, James Langley, he graduated high school, and I gave it to him as a graduation gift. Was that the autographed one, James? I can't remember. Hope you still got it. If you still got it, you got something there. Because that card has gone nuts. There's the rest of that landfall deck. Yeah, it's a box of bulk. That's for sure. It's a bulk box of bulk. But you know, I'm getting a lot of cards that I actually play with and that I need, you know, to build decks out of it. That's a regrowth. Okay, I was smooth out of regrowths. See, I almost bought one of those yesterday. I almost went to TCG Player and was like, I need regrowths. And then every time I do that, I'm like, well, there may, unless it's brand new cards, because I know there's no brand new cards in all of this. But yeah, I'll go and like, I need to buy X card. And then I look over here at this giant stack of boxes, and I'm like, oh, I probably have some. Panoramas. I use them, and I think there's one or two of them. That's a pretty Archangel. I'll put it in that because it's Commander. All those Commander, because I don't think I bought a whole bunch that year. I don't remember what year it is. So, what I am doing with Strixhaven is I am intentionally not looking at spoilers. Now, granted, you couldn't help but, because everybody was all upside down about Professor Onyx. So, I mean, I know that card. There are five commander decks that are also coming out alongside it. The only cards I have really paid attention to are the Mystical Archive cards because, I mean, that's just cool. But those are going to be, it sounds like so easy to get because there's several different versions of them. But as far as actual Strixhaven proper, I'm going to try to, not partake in spoiler season so that I have Christmas. I'm less worried about the actual Strixhaven set, but the foil. But the commander decks, I don't want to know anything about before I open it, because I think I did that with what year was that? Atraxa Brea year. I did that year. I didn't want to know any, so that I could have that Christmas morning moment when I opened them up. And I'll be opening them up because I've already pre-ordered them through my LGS, which is, by the way, Collector's Connection in Dyersburg, Tennessee, in case y'all are ever down. Stop by and holler at Jeff. He's a good guy. It's random rare. I mean, it's not Contested Warzone, Beast of Burden, Keldon Necropolis. Okay. General's Regalia, Battle Wagon, Conqueror's Galleon. We got a block of rares here. They're bulk. I mean, Golden Guardian, but still. Yeah. The problem is, I'm sure we're getting 5 decks, and I'm sure that there's going to be, 3 new commanders per deck? So that's 15 right there, and then however many is in Strixhaven proper, which I would imagine there's a whole bunch of legendary creatures, because that's how they've been how they've been doing stuff. Conduit of Ruin, Alpine Moon, but hey, full art treasure hunts. That's a card that probably shouldn't have been made full art, textless. Tidings, Celestial Purges. The Latch Seekers are not much, but Shadow Spears. We'll pull this stuff out because it's cool. Magosi. Man, I just wish there was a way to break Magosi. I'm sure there is. I'm sure somebody's figured it out. It's just not me. Mere Turbans, Scourge of the Fleets, couple Rubble Hulks, Frostwalker, Angels, Radiant Destiny. Seemed like I was looking for that. Seems like I was. Bomac Courier, Baleful Force, Shield of Avatar, Essence Feed, Loxodon. A lot of foils now. Elvish Mystics. Huh. Mutagenic Growth is one heck of a magic card. Can always use Pristine Talismans, right? Especially because that one's got the wingding on it. Treasure Cruise. Soul Artifact. I actually built that Running with Scissors deck back when that was a standard thing. Back in the day when I used to play Standard. Long time ago. Ghastly Demises that look beautiful. some of those old cards like that, if you can catch them in really good condition, it's just grabs the eye, you know. That's the Dark Merfolk Assassin. Damn, I don't think I have any dark cards that look that nice. All mine are played on concrete with no... Oh, look, and the war barge to go with it. Somebody was being funny, being Brian from 1995. This is a bunch of cards. And this is not the only box like this. I think it may be the biggest box like this, but there are others that are just cards thrown in a box. Some of it looked like this Vampire Blank. I played that. Somebody played that. But, you know, I should have probably got me like a glass of water or something before these long videos, because I do a lot of talking. I've got 3 decks lined up, ready to record. Even Stronghold. Play that when I can play it. More Hymn to Turox. This is beautiful. Some of these are in great condition. Marble Diamonds. Whoa! Man Elite Swiftfoot Boots, cranial plating. Okay. I'll take it. Is that another giant growth down there? Yeah. Whoever's box this was about the giant, or the Hymn to Turok. Volcanic Hammer. Hated that card so much when it like first existed. Sign of Blood. I don't think when I list a deck on Archidect, I actually I add it to my Archidect collection, and that way I'm able to see when I listed a deck if I've used that card before. So, because it's one of those things that I'm kind of like, well, when I get to the end, I wonder what percentage of cards I will, of Magic, I will have used, you know. Kitesail Corsair Foil. Buried Alive. Man. I've needed that for several decks that I just haven't had it. Or cranial plating. There's another beast within. That's pretty sweet. Another hymn. Whoa, 1, 2, 3, 4 copies of Swiftfoot Boots, Pyretic Ritual, Goblin Electromancer. I use it, I mean, Pyroclasm, Foil, Dreamstone. We'll pass on that Dragon's Claw. Foil and Thoughtcast, Pyroclasm. Negates, Clue Stones. There's a lot of stuff I'll potentially use maybe, but never mind. That confused people. I like that Future Sight border there. Thought it was kind of neat. It's a Virulent Sliver. Pull that out. Patrician Scorn. Okay. If you're playing mono white, Patrician Scorn is not a bad card. If you played another white spell this turn, this is free. Nuke all enchantments. Yeah. Pretty neat. And it's common. I'm going to pull that out because I think one of the members of my play group is looking for one. Another patrician scorn. Treefolk Harbinger. You can go get Treebeard here in a year or so. I used to be all about pulling out some Elvish Mystics, but it seems like they've just printed that thing so much that I think I've got a pretty good homing sliver. If you're playing slivers, you should probably be thinking about homing sliver. Sliver cycling just to go get whatever it is you want. Man, that's a good one. Another homing sliver. Oh, I'm dropping cards. Sprout Swarm. Rootkin. Goblin Flectomancer. Gelectrode. I like Gelectrode. What was the name of that deck? Is It Gun way back then? It's pretty good. It's kind of hard to make work in Commander, but you know, doesn't mean I haven't tried. Whoa, Sylvan Scrying, Sphere of Safety. Those are both amazing. Gurmag Anglers are good in some formats. Grixis Charms, Elder Mastery, Tide Hollow Strix, Shore Crashers, Yitu Lava Runner, ×2 foil. Scaleguard Sentinel, that's a game day promo. Scythe Claw, Gruesome Menagerie, not a scour. That's a foil blade sliver from, I'll bet that has done something. Slivers have spiked recently, or are starting to spike. We think we know why. MH2 was announced, and MH1 had slivers in it, so I'm guessing that's the logic. Brain Spoil. Brain Spoil I use when I played Battle of the Wits, because Brain Spoil will go get the Battle of the Wits. It's another tutor that's legal in that. I brought a Battle of the Wits deck to a Modern tournament. Oh yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting to win or anything, but I just wanted to win one game. I did a Battle of the Wits thing. I did a Door to Nothingness was my favorite. It's Turbo Door. Oh man, gosh, I wish I could remember how I built that thing. I want to say I pushed somebody through the door on turn 4, which is a huge accomplishment. I won 3 games that night. There's Parrish. Played, but still Parrish. Green, don't like their creatures destroyed. The Mistvale Plains. Ponder, Sea of Sinai. Okay. Slippery Boggle. Mortify. It's Delvers, I mean, not nothing. Vampire Hexmage. Use that a lot. There's a Chuppa Thingies. Ravenous Chupacabras. Play set of them. Chuppa Thingy. You know, eats the goats. I told you to stop making up animals. Treacherous werewolf. Wow. Erg Raiders. I mean, it's revised. I don't know if that's a Kaya Angrath D-Spark. I think the D-Spark's worth more than 2 Planeswalkers, but we'll pull them. Lord of the Accursed. Charter courses apparently were a thing. Those are Turmoil's Crypts. Well, get back here, Hijack. Swashbuckling. Foil Flame of Keld. Tetsu Umzawawa. Oh, check that out. That's a rat colony. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's 19 rat colonies. That's a thing right there. We'll definitely pull that out. That's not a bad lick right there. Glimmer Post. Another Throne of Geth. Pyretic Ritual. Like to be using that. Toy Maker. Turmoil's Crypt. The Chronicles version. Okay. Man, a lot of Ponders. Frogmites. Did I pull out Frogmites? I mean, I think I have a bunch. Search for Tomorrow. Farseek. Those are well used. Into the Warrens. Farseek. Palace Jailer's a card. Mutagenic Growth. Mana League. It's a full Riddlesmith shelter. Got another block of fulls here. Oh, just 4. That's a Beast Within that is, I'm not on, that was before they started labeling what language it is. And a Tendrils of Agony. It's not in bad shape. Tendrils of Agonies. I've looked for that a couple times for a couple different decks. Steve, Tribe Elders, Ornithopters. Yeah, that's the thing. Stormcrow, rookie card Stormcrow. Red Elemental Blast. Ooh, revised ones. Those are beautiful. Counters a blue spell. Just say no to Cyclonic Rift. It's a Sage of Latnam from Antiquities. Not bad. Some Onslaught Naturalizes. Okay. Crushing Canopy Foil. Roman Unicorn Foil. Oh, look at that. Strider Foil. The more I think about it, the more I think this was just a random box of cards. It looks exactly like what we thought. Just never got gone through, or well, I mean, and to be honest, the stuff I've taken out, those are original Mana Leaks. The stuff I've taken out is none of it's expensive, you know, but it's stuff that I'll use when building decks. So. That Russian language is such a beautiful... Yeah. Because they print way less of it than they do any other... Fire Shrieker. Any other language, so... Tends to make it rarer. cool stuff. Nakata War Prize. Y'all, Nakata War Pride. There was a thing I did with this, with that, when a creature comes into play, it gets +3/+3 till end of turn. And then, Nakata War Pride, yeah, it was tons of fun. There's a Sylvan Scrying. A foil War Priest of Thune. Ichor Claw Mirror is not bad. Calling Heart Expedition. We just got a whole bunch of copies of that one, didn't we? In the Commander Legends. We're in Dissension era now in this handful. Seal of Fire. I fell into a burning seal of fire. Disarm. Annul. Mirror Enforcers. Used to be a card. I think I played against a Mirror Enforcer on the last game I played, if I'm not mistaken. Groundswell. More Mutagenic Growths. Is that a card, or am I just misremembering something? I mean, I'll use it if I'm playing a green. There's another Beast Within. I take it the person that sold this to the shop was not a Commander player. Too many Beast Withins in here to be. Putrefy. I like to use Putrefy. Unmakes. I know Black-White has some better options, but still like the Unmake. Because it exiles. Although a lot of Black-White stuff exiles. Ooh, the old voice is getting kind of rough. Macabre. Sunken City. Yay. Revolutionary. Raging Goblin. I love this flavor text. He raged at the world, at his family, at his life. But mostly, he just raged. Random Ice Age cards, okay. Thrumming Bird. Wormfang Drake. Rights of Refusal. It's a double printed Misfolk. We're going to pull that one for sure. Oh, look at that. We got a jump. We'll put jump in the jump vault up here. Favor of the Overbeing is a heck of a magic card. Just random loose ones here. Recoil and Lightning. Well, we might make it. Maybe. Maybe I should have taken those cards out of sleeves. Primal Force Mage was the card with the Nakata War Pride. Yeah. Because if I'd have taken those out of the sleeves, it might give me just enough room. Necrotic Sliver. That's a sliver. Let's see if we can. Okay, so this row is full. Oh. Yep. Archer's Parapet, set aside. This is that's Ulamog's Crusher. I mean, common, but I have put it in decks before. Gruel Turf. John Avon Gruel Turf. We have some Korean language, some Russian language. Auraflux. I'm going to pull that one just because it's a good card. Secret Plan. I don't even want to see Secret Plans. Cover that thing up. Gitaxian Probe. Not bad. Mind Crank. I like it. Another pair of Swiftfoot boots. I say they weren't a Commander player, but there's an awful lot of Commander cards in here. Treetop Village I've been known to play with. So Elixir, Harrow. Destructive's not bad. Some more Pyretic Rituals. Pyretic Ritual. You can take it straight from the oven, straight to the freezer. Because it's pyretic. Dark Ritual, Saga, 2 Sagas, 2 Mirage, 1 Deck Masters. That's an X map. 2, 3, 4 X maps. Dark Rituals. Looks an awful lot like Pauper stuff, doesn't it? Whoa! Whoa, this is expensive. I say expensive, it's probably $5 or $6. Now, granted, it's kind of got some damage there. But this is a Prismatic Talisman that has the Mirrodin Pure expansion symbol. I don't know how close I can get if it'll... when Mirrodin Besiege came out, they had for the pre-release, you could choose Mirrodin or Phyrexian, and they had this as a promo for the next set. And the idea was they were letting us choose whether, and it was supposed to be determined. I think they were trying to do like an L5R thing where the appearance of an L5R thing, where the tournament outcome affected the game. So what they sold us was, hey, choose Mirrodin or Phyrexian, whoever wins the most or does the best. That's what the next set's going to be. But we all know they plan sets years in advance. So, but they had registered 2 set names, Mirrodin Pure and New Phyrexia. So we didn't really know. And they made this card with an expansion symbol for each as a promo. So, yeah. Interesting little tidbit there. But that's just about the only copy of that card that's, Creeping Chills, Persistent Petitioners. It's worth anything. Buried Ruin, Doomblades, Halimar Depths, Night Whisper, Yavimaya Elder, Vitalize, Not of This World. Okay, I'm going to stop pulling Contemns now. Midnight. ATOG. You remember when Magic cards used to look like that? Icequake. See, the problem with Ice Age was it introduced snow-covered lands that were so hard to get. You could only get them in starter decks, and you only got 3 or 4 per starter deck. And then, so they weren't widely available. And then there were more cards in Ice Age that punished you for having snow-covered than... So, yeah. Doomblades. More red elemental blasts. There's 3 more. Nice. Face up with some Brainstorm, Blighted Agents, Thopters, Drift of Phantasms. Okay. Some non-English. Don't know what a lot of these cards are because they're Hour of Devastation and Count. That's a Kodama's Reach. And Double Masters. That's a big card, isn't it? Throttle, Mountain, Palladium Mirror I'll pull out because I need it for that set binder. Because I play with it sometimes when the situation calls for it anyway. Carnophage. Oh, Carnophage. Boy, I have a bad beat story about Carnophage. I went to the Exodus pre-release in which we had drafts. Darksteel Citadel had drafts, side drafts, and I was love World Grazer's pretty good. And some guy drafted like all of the Carnophages, and I faced him in round 1 and just got destroyed. Of course, I had done the same thing with Jackalope Herd because I didn't read the card. But yeah, I still have too many Jackalope Herds. How many Jackalope Herds is too many, you ask? More than one, apparently. Spectral Procession. 3 dudes, seriously, just unmake. Oh, I said Triumph of Eyes. I was like, what? I don't think we'll find anything of that level, you know. But we might. Who knows? I don't know. We're almost. We're getting close. I may have to get inventive with this box. Got to get creative on space-wise. I mean, what I've taken out is a bunch. A lot of this is Peregrine Drake. Yeah, don't think we're going to fit it all in here. I may have to slowly go through this a second time and dump a bunch into the VIN box. That's a revised clone. Look at that. Look at that. That is a beautiful revised clone. None of my revised clones look that good. I promise you that. Because I played them jokers. Ooh, I played them. That's a Rook Egg. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to look up Rook Egg real quick because that is a Rook Egg from Arabian Nights. And I think that may be our biggest hit. How do we spell? Just get me to the search bar. Okay. R-U-K-H. Rook Egg. It's a common from Arabian Nights. It is common, but it is from Arabian Nights, so wow. You can get you one for $13, $14. It's got some wear on the bottom edge, but Diabolic Edicts are fun. Yeah, so that may be the biggest thing. More red Elemental Blast. I use those Swiftfoot boots. It's like they put this box together with Brian Canada in mind. With all the, see, Evolving Wilds. Grape Shots, Cathartic Reunion I use. Tangles. It's a nice Tangles. Grab their reins. Gitaxian Probes. That is a counterspell. That's one of my favorite arts of counterspell. In Missouri, I used to work with a lady, she was dead ringer. Preordained Gitaxian Probe, Beast Within. Okay. Jilt. This is a good box. This is a good bulk box. And more importantly, I'll be happy to get it out of this into a real card box, you know? There's something about it, it just wasn't, if I'd been taking out all the ad cards, that probably would have helped too. That's a revised counterspell. Let's take that out of the sleeve and look at it. Back wear, some edge wear. Still good. Tainted Field. Really? Just turned all which way. Crown, Russian Knowledge. Man, I used to be so torn up about Russian Knowledge. Because I had built the deck, you know, the Moccasin Golem, Russian Knowledge, the other Golem, where you just like, it popped for Composite Golem, I believe, where you could sack it for Wooburg and use the Wooburg to play Russian Knowledge that, you know, was, your Golem was free because you had affinity for cool stuff, and yeah. Those are Deckmaster cards. Well, a few of them, Incinerate anyway. So, Conspiracy Murder. You know, I guess that card kind of had to be in Conspiracy, didn't it? Just for flavor. Stormscape Familiars. The Familiars are decent, folks, from Plane Chase. The blue one, or each color, makes its two friendly colors one less to cast. So like the blue one here, white and black one costs one less. And it's an owl. I don't know if that's a thing with where we're going next. But I guess it could be. Who knows? Check the foundations as foil. Well, you know I like any foils. Oh, don't want to mess up the life link with my fingernails. I'm sure we've all done that once or twice before. Trying to drop a card and trying to pick it up, and you're like, oh no, I can just feel the value going down. Halimar Depths. I-10. Timely Horde Maids. Acts of Treason. Tranquil Cove. So what are y'all's feeling on the border post? I mean, I kind of like the border post myself. I wish there were enemy color border post. I know, you know, there's... Hey, we might get enemy color border post. That's a Portal Gravedigger. We'll pull that out. And a foil Sultai Charm. Nice. Sheltering Ancient. I have played with. Shepherd of Rot. Norrit. Yeah, still a little room in that one. Gonna have to make them tight in order for all this to fit. Impulse. Will that much fit? Yeah. Ulaw's Crusher times 3. Cranial Plating. Mirror Retriever. I ain't saying she's... What is that? Smite? Prodigal Pyromancer. John Battlemage. Faithless Looting. Foil. Another Mirage Dark Ritual. Mercadian Mass Dark Ritual, my bad. Seemed like there was a time where I was like collecting shatters for some unknown reason. No clue why. Somewhere in one of these boxes, of my boxes of bulk, there's probably a that's a shiny forest. Uh-oh. Should have had that for $6.65. But I didn't. Korean Elves, Disciple of the Vault. A whole bunch of Disciples of the Vault. Thoughtcast. Well, Rust Elementals. Muckrats. There's another Parish. Shepherd of Rot. Pilgrim's Eye, Hedron Blade. Ulaw's Crush. Farseek, Halimar Depths. Okay. Glue-Stone. We'll start pulling more stuff to try to get it to fit. Celestia Signet. Is this big old block going to fit? No, it's not. It's a little snug. Little snug. We might make it. I may have to do some sideways action. But we might make it. Fire Servant. Rolling. Lightning. Fireballs. Torch. Another Halimar Depths. Pyromantic. Stormbound. Flame Jab. Geist. Pretty swamp. Bluestone. Spidery Grass. Boy, that's a... Eyeless Watcher. Okay. Not creepy at all. What is all of this stuff here on the side? This is view from above. A few cards. Drag down, but this is an awful lot of sleeves. What are... Those are perfects that are already used. So, funny thing about perfects is, at least with me, profits or whatever we're called, inner sleeves, once I use them for one card, that sleeve belongs to that card, because you take it off and put another card in it, it gets very, very slippery. It wants to come out when you try to put it in another protector. Yeah. So I don't, it belongs to the card at that point. Is this, oh no, just a couple foils. Grim Flowering, I mean, you know. Coldwater, Homerids. There's a few more foils, it looks like. Flight of Fancy, Corey Hauler, Hookmaster, Demonic Appetite, Acidic Slivers, Metallic Slivers from that Sliver deck. Lots of foils. Leaf Arrow, Fist of Ironwood, Tavern Swindler. Yeah. Circle of Flame, Sundering Growth. Love it. Ground Assault, Ardent Recruit. Terramorph Border Post, Deathhood Cobras. I just like matte sleeves because you can't tell it's foil. That's the whole point in being foil, is being able to tell it's foil, you know. Got Willing. Jor's Familiar foil, that's nice. Firewalker promo. Looks like that's it for the foils. That was a pretty good run on foils. Shell Skulkin, Soul Reap. Invert the Skies. I like that card. I'm pulling it because I play with it. Nicholas the Hate Twisted. Okay. Couple Firewalkers. Sliver. Spreading Rot. Foil. Almost there. Artisan of Kozilek I'll use. It's a good reanimator card. Yavimaya Enchantress is pretty sweet. There's more Turmoid's Crypts. A lot more Turmoid's Crypts. Mnemonic Wall's good. Grey Merging of Asphodel. Whirler Rogue, Syncopates. Transgill. Blue Elemental Blast. I'm going to pull it out. I mean, it doesn't... It's not as useful, but it's still a good card. But there's no shortage of blue cards that counter red cards, though. See? There's another Gary. Okay, this is our last handful from this big, giant box. What are we? An hour 22 in. Nobody's still watching this. I know y'all aren't. But I stand by the, you know, everything is content thing. So, and I realize that nothing I do is really normal. So, Favor of the Overbeing is decent. Elvish Harbingers. We'll pull those out. Need those every time you build an elf deck, right? Drove of Elves. Cloak and Dagger. Did we find what used to be an elf deck here? No, I don't think we did. Faithless Looting we'll pull. And that is it. We all fit in there by the time I pulled out this many cards. So, yeah. That's a lot of cards to sort. Anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, and that's what we've got for today. We'll see you next time.